This is my interviewee. You can say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and then I'm going to write down your answers as you tell them so that I can remember them. And then at the end, I can comment on some things and we can have a bit of a conversation about it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. First question. What's your name and how old are you?
My name is Madison and I am 28. I just turned 28.
Wow. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I knew that. We're friends. What's your favorite food, Madison?
Well, I would say I like a lot of food, but if I had to choose one, I would say popcorn.
Do you like anything on your popcorn?
I like either like the white cheddar popcorn or just popcorn with butter.
Nice. I like the white cheddar popcorn too.
It's good.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an accountant. I work at City Hall in Abbotsford.
Cool. What does an accountant do?
Well, accountants do a lot of things, so you can be different types of accountants. But what I do is I help the engineering department for Abbotsford with all their finances. But what most people know about accountants is that they do income taxes.
Cool. So you must like math then.
Yes, I do. Especially fractions.
Oh, we're working on fractions right now.
Wow, cool.
You must follow my YouTube channel, Learn with Lawrence.
I do. I love it.
Thanks. Okay, next question. Tell me about your family.
Well, I have my mom and my dad, obviously, and then my brother who is 25 and my sister who is 23. My sister lives in Grand Forks, and my mom and dad and my brother, they all still live together in Mission. And I also live in Mission with my partner, Trevor.
Awesome. Sounds like a great guy.
Yeah.
Next question. What's your favorite TV show or movie?
Well, I don't know if anyone knows this, but Grey's Anatomy, it's a drama with a bunch of doctors.
I know that show and I really like it too.
Yes, it's good.
Cool. Next question. What is the coolest place you've ever been or traveled to?
I've been to a lot of places, but I think the coolest place I've been to is Brazil, especially because I went there when it was the FIFA World Cup. So I don't know if any of your students play soccer and are interested in soccer, but I mean, I don't play soccer, but it was really cool seeing all the soccer games and all the soccer fans. And Brazil was really beautiful.
Really cool. Next question. What is one thing that you're passionate about and why?
I'm very passionate about the environment and preventing climate change because I plan to have children and hopefully grandchildren, and I hope that the earth still exists for them to live on.
Cool. Super cool. Tell me something unique or interesting about yourself.
I have anxiety, which means that I don't always enjoy myself very well but there are things that I can do to help that, like exercising every day or having like a to-do list and making sure I get it done right away so that I don't have anything to worry about anymore. Or sometimes I take medication.
That's really cool. Thanks for telling me that. Well, Madison, thank you so much for letting me interview you today. I was hoping to kind of have a little bit of a back and forth right now with you about some of your answers because I was working on my listening skills. So I want to show you that I was listening. And so I'm going to kind of share with you my thoughts on your answers. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Okay, so what I found really interesting was your conversation about your favorite place that you'd been.
Okay.
I've never been to Brazil, so I thought that was really cool. And I was interested in hearing more about what that looks like. what kind of place is it? Is it hot and humid? Is it cool and clammy? What was the weather like when you went there?
Well, they don't have winters like us, but I went there during their winter. So it was like the highest temperature it got to was about maybe 22 degrees. So it was like just under 20 degrees or just over. So most of the people that lived there were wearing like long sleeve shirts and pants. But because I came from Canada, I was super excited. So I was in my bathing suit on the beach.
That sounds like bathing suit weather to me too.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
sound like winter here.
But I think their summers get to be quite hot, like way, way hotter than our summers.
Cool. Are you glad that you went in the winter then?
No, I didn't go there because of the season. I went there because of the World Cup.
That makes sense then. Cool.
Yeah.
Another thing that I found really interesting was your passion for climate change and how you were trying to be environmentally friendly. And I was wondering if there were things that you did at home to reduce your carbon footprint.
Yeah, so I make sure I have a compost, just like Miss Lawrence has, and I make sure I put all my food scraps into the compost. I don't actually compost it at my house. I let it get picked up by the city and then it's composted at a facility, but that's okay. I try to reduce buying plastic, which is hard, but I try my best. And then if I do buy things, I make sure that they are recyclable plastics, and then I put them in my recycling. And I also, one thing that I do is that when I go out of the house, I make sure I bring some reusable things so that when I'm like getting fast food or whatever, I can use the stuff I have, like reusable cutlery and a to-go coffee cup and a to-go reusable grocery bag.
That's really cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like I could learn some tips and tricks from you on how I could do better for our environment as well.
You sure can.
Thank you. Okay, my last comment that I wanted to make, because I wanted to make 3 comments on our interview together today. Lastly, I wanted to talk about how you were so open in talking about your anxiety. I feel like that must have been really challenging for you as a kid to grow up and learn those things about yourself and learn coping strategies and ways to calm your body and calm your mind when you were feeling anxious and overwhelmed. And I think that even if people aren't diagnosed with anxiety, we all feel anxious at times. And I think it's really cool that we live in a world now where it's becoming a more discussed topic. So I wondered, was it hard for you as a kid growing up and having those feelings and not knowing what to do with them?
I think that I'm pretty lucky because both my parents have those feelings. So they talked about it a lot with me and they helped me solve the problems. So I mean it, and also I don't know any different because I've always been like that. So it hasn't been too bad for me.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for letting me interview you today. And I'm glad that we could still do our interview, even though we're both practicing social distancing and trying to reduce the amount that we're going out of the house. So thanks so much, Maddie.